what we're gonna do for this film analysis is we're gonna check out some of Justin Fields' plays earlier in the season. So I pulled up
OH.
IO. Anyway, we're gonna pull up some of Justin Fields' plays from earlier in the season. I specifically pulled up the Thursday night Washington game, as I feel like that's one of his worst games of the season. And we're gonna look at some recent plays against the Patriots, Cowboys, and Dolphins, these last three games where he's really went on a run. So I'm gonna share my screen real quick. All right. So right here, what we have is this is early in the game versus Washington. So take a look at Justin Fields. So he's running a three wide set with a tight end in the block and running back in the backfield. So as you see this route develop, he looks like he's about to throw, and then he takes the sack.
Yeah.
If you take a look at this replay and then show it on the broadcast, when he takes a look right here, you can see this guy he's open. He's ready to make this throw. He's got a clean pocket. He even has running room right here, but he just doesn't want to make this throw. As you see, it's pause right here. You can see it's got to go right in this area, but he doesn't want to make the throw. He holds on the ball too long, and there you go. He takes the sack. So progressions were definitely an issue early in the season, but I want to take a look at two goal line plays from this game. As you know, Justin Fields lately has been very effective on the goal line, but there's two plays in this game where you can really tell that they're not utilizing Justin Fields' strengths at the goal line. So here they are, the 5 yard line. It's second and goal. They're running three wide on the right, tight end split out on the left, running back in. They snap the ball. Let's mute that real quick. So they snap the ball. You see, there's a guy number 19 running the flat out here, and I believe this is Mooney in the center. He's running across the middle, and that's where Field is going to look to. So as this play develops, you see these guys are all pretty much covered. You got him out on the flat uncovered, but Fields is locked in on this guy. But you'll see what happens. It goes off the player's helmet.
Pick.
And picked off. Let's take a look at another goal line play. This is later in the game. This is on the fourth quarter of the game on the line. So again, basically same concept. You got a running back in, three wide out. I can't tell if it's a tight end or another receiver on the end line, but it's the same formation.
Wide receiver.
It's the same formation, and they're stacking the box. So they're basically telling Fields, "Hey, we're expecting you to throw this ball." So he gets out and he immediately looks towards his flat option. Doesn't even think about trying to delay the play, trying to make a run. This is what they schemed up for him. Deflected at the line. Now the Bears will go on to lose this game.
Yeah.
Now let's take a look at two more recent games. So first versus the Patriots. So this is about the same yard line. So this concept is already a little bit different. So they have a bunch formation on the left. They have tight end and guy split out to the right. And then this guy right here is coming in motion. So this is basically an empty backfield. But as you see, as the play goes, so they try to divert attention to Velus Jones right here. And it's enough to draw these defenders' attention towards him. And instead of scheming up a pass play, it's a design run all the way. And then you can just see how elite his athleticism is. He's just able to beat those defenders.
And I don't think he's afraid to run anybody over.
Yeah, here we go again. So similar formation. They like to do these bunch formations on the goal line. Guys split out right. This time I'm running back in. But take a look at this offensive line play on this. How they're able to divert attention away from Micah Parsons and company and get Fields some open space against less defenders. So as the ball is snapped, you can see that these the right side of the offensive line is blocking down left, and the guys on the left side are blocking right. David Montgomery is running towards the right, so these defenders are thinking run to the right all the way. Field is already taken off. So you can see there's a seal being made on this left side, and by the time the defenders notice, they're already in the backfield. And he's basically got a one-on-one with this defender right here, because this defender is about to get blocked by this lineman. And these defenders back here aren't going to be quick enough to
Name
get.
not that. Yep, no match.
So
Name nothing but a peanut.
that's one thing I saw. Now, another thing I wanted to point out was, so we're going to go to, let's find this long run by Justin Fields. So one thing you'll notice about this play at the very start. So when this ball is hiked, watch the linebackers. The linebackers are immediately drawn to the left side. They're going after the guy in the flat and this guy coming across the middle. So they're scheming up plays so that they can create this space in the middle so that Fields can do plays like this. So he comes up in the pocket a little bit, and this guy is all drawn all the way to the flat. You have this one guy running like a curl right here, but he's going to be ready to block once Fields takes off.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Go find
And
someone.
and there he goes.
Blocked by the wide receiver. He's gone. He's fast as fuck.
Just elite athleticism. So
4.40. He's fast as fuck.
So from what I see is that before they were trying to make Justin Fields way too much of a pocket passer. They weren't. If anything, Justin Fields was creating these rushing plays by himself. But now they're creating these formations and pass plays so that Fields has more space and he has less defenders on him so that he can make the moves himself. I'll let you take it from here, Chuck. You had a clip that you wanted to show. This is from
Yeah, this is from my buddy Brian Baldinger. He just breaks it down how like Fields' progressions have definitely became better throughout the year. In the beginning, I think you're right, Shoop. They definitely didn't simplify it for him. They made him make more pocket passing plays and trying to go down the field with his arms more than his feet. And then that first clip that you showed where the guy was wide open on a dig route over the middle, he doesn't even go through his progression. And then here, he's going through his progression. Play fake. You got the out and up right there. He throws it. It's a flag anyway, but that's an accurate pass. That's a touchdown. And even the read, like on the inside, look, he looks down the middle. He's got nothing. See, now he's going through his progressions here, other than just running after he doesn't see it. And throws a nice fucking pass here, but the guy drops it. But still, great fucking pass. Now here, empty set, tight end down the middle. They do a little combo here. Sit down, and look, he's got the seam on the side with the one-on-one. He hits that. This guy makes a catch of his lifetime right here. Watch this catch. Good ball, too. All day. All day. So you can see like he's just getting better with his progressions, and they're simplifying it for him. Goal line here, successful. Play action fake. Everybody's looking at the running back, like you said. He's reading his key. It's the linebacker right here. He sees he's got his blocks 2 for 2, and now you just got to give it to him. Like last time, you could see that he's keeping the ball too much in the beginning of the season, trying to make plays, trying to play hero ball. Right there, give it to him open lane. Again, progression right down the field. It's covered by the safety over the top. Just throw it to the out route on the cover one side. I mean the third side. Again, read option, read it, pull. See, like everyone now, teams are gonna have to account for his running game, and this play action is gonna even be more lethal. So he's still going his progressions. His line's getting better too. It was also his line was like defenders were getting in his face. Look, they're in man here. DB's running across. They're bringing 4. Yep, they're man all the way, and he sees it right there. So he wasn't seeing coverages before. Like you said in the first cut, there was a guy wide open the flat to the right. He didn't even look to the right. He was staring at his left side. He's recognizing coverages. It's zone. He's using his feet more to throw it, and it's a touchdown. Look at his catch.
Fields makes
Boom.
some very nice throws, and people say people call him running back, whatever, but Fields can sling the ball.
Dude, and he's fast as fuck. Look at this run. And this was called back after a penalty.
Yeah,
Like, just insane.
he's probably the best running quarterback in the NFL, and that's including Lamar Jackson. At this point, with Lamar losing his luster a little bit, you could definitely say Justin Fields has taken over that crown.
I
So
would I would say I just want to mention I think definitely Fields is better than Lamar right now because I think Fields is playing with more reckless abandon and their team isn't that good, but he knows he doesn't have to play hero ball, but he can use his feet more just like Lamar does.
So take away from this video, Chuck. Justin Fields going forward throughout the season. What are the expectations now?
I mean his offense looks good as of right now for the past couple of weeks, and maybe yeah, it's just him getting these big chunks of yardage on running plays. But I mean, you saw it through the film right there. He's making progressions, and I think he's going to be a long-term quarterback for the Bears. The Bears probably should not f this up and maybe get some more weapons for him. They got Claypool. Maybe they need like a prolific running back or like a right guard or a right tackle that can move people up front. And they can be like one of the biggest dual threat running offenses in the league, just like the 49ers.
They need to do like the Ravens do for Lamar and build him an O line. Lamar's got no receivers, but Lamar still gets the job done.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
got he's got Andrews, but as far as his receiving game goes, Lamar's never been counted on to be a good passer. He is a good passer, but
Never counted on.
it's establishing that running game. That's what the Bears need to identify themselves as a running team. And my final thoughts on this whole situation: great job by the coaching staff to make changes and adjust for a team that looked dead in the water.
Yeah.
You got to look at teams like the Jacksonville Jaguars, who have all the talent in the world, but Doug Pearson is stubborn in his ways. And after it looked like Trevor Lawrence was developing a bit, he is now regressing. You could look at Zach Wilson in New York. He's obviously the defense is kind of carrying that team, but he's making strides, and that's really due to good coaching.
Yep. 100%.
Coaching and situation can really make a lot in a quarterback's development. It's pivotal.
And I think we're seeing it here right now. So hopefully in the long run, I think Fields, he should be balling every week.
Yes, absolutely. But we stay balling with our NFL pick'em.
Yeah, we
So
got to stay up on top.
it was your turn to have a bad week this week.
Oh, yeah. Ass. I did so bad.
Unfortunately, you went 0-4-1. You lucky to get that Falcons push, or maybe unlucky considering that guy fumbled.
Dude, there were so many games this past week that ended by like 3 points. I swear to God.
Yeah, it was a lot of crazy tight games. I went 3-2 myself, and the reason I have a winning record is because the Lions finally pulled an upset. So I finally got that W in my column.
Yes.
So we're gonna try to keep it rolling this week, and we're gonna start with the Munich game. Boy, I'm super excited for this one. 67,000 fans in attendance. It's gonna have like a Super Bowl like atmosphere,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it should be an exciting game. You got Tom Brady trying to build on this latest winning effort versus a Seahawks team that just continues to prove people wrong week after week. So, who wins the first ever Germany game?
I'm going to go with Brady because even though like I want him to retire, I think he's entered God mode. It's where like you just get that monkey off your back and now you think you're invincible and I think he's going to play invincible. But I think they only win by like 3 points. It's going to be a hard fought match, but I got Bucks.
Yeah, I'm going to continue to roll with the Seahawks bandwagon. The Seahawks have been playing with a chip on their shoulder the entire season, and I'm not all too convinced about the Bucks because they were just playing a miserable Rams team, and they're about to lose that game until
Yeah.
a minute to go.
Oh my
So
God.
um, I'm rolling with the Seahawks until they prove otherwise that they're not a good team because they're a top 10 offense and defense right now.
I could see Kenny Walker 100 yards rushing.
Oh yeah, I hope not, because you're playing me in fantasy and you haven't. So
I know. Let's go.
let's not go there. But we're gonna move on to a game of two much inferior teams. So we got the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New Orleans Saints, two once proud franchises with franchise QB mainstays. Now they are shuffling through their quarterback roster. Uh, who wins this game? Who could possibly pull themselves back into the playoff picture?
I am. I'm pretty sure I said Jameis Winston, comeback player of the year. I'm pretty sure I said that or
I think
something
you
in the
said
past.
MVP or something.
Yeah, I think I said MVP. So I couldn't be more wrong. But I'm gonna go with I am gonna stick with the Saints. I wanted to go Steelers just cause I don't know, because I'm crazy. I love the underdog. But I think the Saints destroy the Steelers by 14 on the road.
This is a tough matchup to pick because on one hand, you got the Steelers are still a very good, well-coached team, and they're coming off a bye. So that makes you kind of want to side with the Steelers in this instance,
I know.
but the defense is still miserable.
Yeah, they're all.
Until they get TJ Watt back, they're still going to be one of the worst teams in the league. So I like the Saints in a bounce back effort. I think the Saints can take advantage of this beleaguered Steelers defense and start a new winning streak.
Yeah, we'll see. I feel like they would. No, would they? If you were a Steelers fan, would you want to lose the top picks, or does it even matter?
That's a whole nother debate. I could literally debate about rooting for tanking, whatever, but yeah, I never like tanking. You want your players to perform well so you know that your future is set up well.
I agree. I agree.
We got the Rams and the Cardinals on tap next, two struggling NFC West teams. The Rams seem to be on this pick 'em every week because they're always seem to be in tight games. But now you've got Matthew Stafford in concussion protocol, um, which might make the Cardinals a lot, but the Cardinals are just very poorly coached right now. So another toss up here. Who you got?
So, Hard Knocks, they do an in-season whatever show.
Uh-huh.
It's the Cardinals, and there was a clip of Buda Baker after the game, just like has everybody huddled up. They're 3-6. He's just like yelling. He's like, y'all like losing. Like I fucking hate losing and all this shit. I think that definitely fired them up. And the fact that they're on national television every week, like that's got to be embarrassing that you're 3-6. So I think they light a fire under their own ass and they go in and they destroy the Rams.
Yeah, I'm gonna get behind you on that because with Stafford unhealthy, it really it makes this Rams team already much worse. This is
Yeah.
maybe the second worst offensive line in the league. Only the Colts might be worse right now. Um, it's
I
not.
think I think this is the worst line because I feel like the Colts they just don't even play because they don't even have a. They're like, oh, Sam Ehlinger quarterback. We're not gonna win.
Yeah, no, you make a point, but it's not just the O line. It's they're getting no help at receiver.
Yeah.
Cooper Cup somehow does it, still gets production, being the only viable receiver on that team. But Allen Robinson been a mega bust as a signing. He has not fit in his offense at all.
Mega poop.
Just bad. Again, Cardinals poorly coached team, but the one thing you do have going for them is they have a pretty good pass rush, and we're talking about the Rams O line woes. It's not going to be a great matchup. I can see this being another low scoring game, uh, but I think the Cardinals pull it out at home. I think the Rams might just be looking at this as a lost season.
Did they sign Aaron Donald? Right? How many years? 3 years for like 80 million.
Yeah, I mean,
He retires if they like don't make the playoffs.
um, I don't know. I feel like he might be hungry to get back there. But we'll see how this season unfolds before we speculate on that. Okay, so let's go into our locks this week. Who you got, Chuck?
So my lock of this week is going to be once again the Kansas City Chiefs against the Jacksonville Jaguars at home -9.5.
Chiefs keep rolling. Well,
Yes.
Chiefs
Yes.
need to get right game after.
Literally hanging on by a thread against a Titans team that didn't have Tannehill. So
right.
I'm hoping they figured it out and they don't have to pass it fucking 68 times.
Yeah. That was
So
you won't see that too often, huh? Uh,
468 yards. What the fuck?
yeah, right. Yeah. But
Mahomes is the truth.
so I couldn't really find anything on the slate that I thought was appealing. And so I'm gonna go with something a little bit different. I'm going for player prop here. I'm gonna go with Josh.
Okay,
I'm
I
gonna
like
go
that.
I'm gonna go with Josh Jacobs to score 2 touchdowns this weekend
Okay, fuck
as
yeah.
my lock of the week. And
Okay.
the Colts are in complete disarray right now. Uh, they they obviously they fired their offensive coordinator a few weeks ago and now fired their head coach,
Hmm.
replaced him with a guy who is basically there as a motivational locker room guy. They have a 30-year-old, somewhat inexperienced quarterback coach calling the plays this weekend. It feels like if you and me like won some trip to coach a game for the weekend,
Yeah.
try to figure out plays by ourselves. That's what I think it's gonna be like. So I got Josh Jacobs. Not I don't have the spread because I do think it's a little fishy that the Raiders are only a 5-point favorite. I feel like they should be more.
Yeah,
But
this Vegas knows. Vegas knows.
I feel like this is the kind of game where the Raiders just control the tempo and try to control the clock and just run it with Josh Jacobs. And on that note, the Colts have the maybe the best pass defense in the NFL. So this sets up as a running game for the Raiders, and I think Josh Jacobs, with the dominant year he's having, continues with 2 touchdowns.
I like it. I think that's a lock.
Upset.
So my upset, I want the points this time. So I got Vikings plus 3.5.
You should take it earlier in the week.
What was it?
It was like 6.5.
Oh my god.
But
We'll take three. We'll take 3.5. We'll take it. We'll take it.
yeah, I like the pick with the points, but Case Keenum is a very capable backup, and good team.
Right? That's why I want the points.
Yeah, good teams tend to rally around their when their stars out. Good teams tend to rally around their backup. So
Especially if it's like a veteran guy. I get that.
right, and Case Keenum revenge game. So we'll see.
Oh yeah, that's right. I didn't even think about that. That's so right. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for my upset. I'm gonna go with the Thursday night game.
Oh, tonight. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah. So Panthers, rocking a Cam Newton jersey right now.
Yeah. All right.
Uh, this so the conditions for this game are going to be wet and windy. So it's not going to be like that Bears game week 1. It's not going to be that bad, but I see this more as a running type game. Now the Panthers have sport a very good run defense, and Falcons ran all over them last time, but with Mariota's accuracy issues, I don't see how the hell he's going to be able to throw the ball tonight. And I just, the Falcons are chilling up there, tied for first place. And it just seems like when things are going right for the Falcons, they got to go back down. So
I
I
agree.
like, I like the Panthers, and I wanted to go Detroit Lions, but I'm not going to count my luck 2 times in a row.
Yeah, I feel like we both just pick Lions and they never pull through.
Yeah, except for last week, but
Yeah.
maybe a little
Well,
luck.
what are the odds? A fucking like Aaron Rodgers blew that game.
uh, anyway, so Chuck, I want to go off, King. You ready for me to
You
go
got
off?
one? Yeah, go off, King. I
Oh,
got you.
okay.
Let me hear it.
So investing has become very popular in the TikTok age. You got all these investors, these amateur investors telling you buy the dip, buy this, buy that. Well, thankfully for us sports fans, there is a new stock market for sports players. It's a website called Mojo, and you can invest in players at a certain stock price, and as their performance increases, so does their stock price. So yes, you can put real money in to a player, and if that player's performance continues to increase, so like if you invested in Justin Fields and he was at like $10, he might be at $30 right now. So
That'd be sick.
So it's sick, right?
Yeah, I fuck with it.
There is one major problem. When a company is not doing too well, it's going to gradually decrease, you know? But all you need is for your investment, aka your player, to tear one ACL
Oh yeah, that I was
and
just about to say injury.
your money goes down. And you can't control that one single bit, no matter how much potential your guy has. So I love this idea. I love this concept. It's creative. I'm sure it's going to get a lot of attraction. And who knows, maybe I sprinkle in a few dollars here and there. But I can only see us going a completely wrong way where like a patellar tendon injury happens, a freak injury, like a Victor Cruz injury happens, where the players is never the same again, and you just lose your money like that. So be very cautious if you look into this.
I have a question for you. If I know the answer to my question. If you had to pick one player to invest in, who would it be? Mine would be Patrick Mahomes.
Um, I feel like his price would. I mean, I'm not no expert on these prices. I mean, we could look him up, whatever. But I feel like he'd be already very high already.
Oh
Um,
yeah, I would have to buy like probably like 5 shares for like fucking 5 grand.
yeah, like I maybe a good investment would be a guy like Trey Lance, who
Okay, yeah, all right,
forgotten
all right.
about, but
Or what about Luca? Luca Doncic.
Luca, yes, these are guys that are already established. I don't know.
You
You're
know what? I'm
top.
investing in what's his name, Wawa or whatever from France.
Voila.
What's his name from France?
Oh,
Bamba.
Wembayama.
Yeah, I'm gonna invest in him. He's gonna
Yeah,
make me money.
I thought you were talking about like 7-Eleven or some
No,
shit.
no. I'll also invest in Wawa. Wawa slaps.
Wawa, yeah. Shout out Philly, shout out Jersey, Miss
Shout out.
Jersey.
Facts.
Um, but anyway, hope you like this episode. Hope you like the new concept. We're definitely gonna try to do some more creativity for episodes as we continue our first NFL season of coverage. But for
Yes.
now, how we ending this?
I mean, we're fucking out. Go listen to the new Drake album. It's absolutely fire. Uh,
Yeah,
deuces.
go stupid.
So I go